Salve, ben trovati e ben trovate. Eccoci qui. Terzo video della giornata. E niente. Cominciamo. Cominciamo. Almeno iniziamo a finire. Come dire, Scusate. Desarde. Casa di Desarde. Guarda, una residenza. Perché c'è un vicolo cieco qua? Non vedi quanti sono? Eccoci qui. Vediamo un po'. Non ho lasciato nulla. No. Ah, eccole le chiavi, mannaggia. Beh. No, non mi dire. Non mi compare nulla. Un topo morto, che è? È un topo morto.
I don't have the key. Locked.
You're not one of them. Please, get us out of here.
Not. What are you doing locked up here?
These scientists captured and abused us. They performed experiments, made us drink potions, took our blood. I heard them say that they wanted to find out how we are immune to the Malachor. None of it makes any sense. Please, get us out of here.
I'll find a way to open this cage.
I want the one who did this to know fear and suffering.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
E ancora qui non mi dà nulla. Ah, mo mi fa entrare. Prima no.
These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
And they were steered. They were cut up like pieces of meat. May the volcano engulf those who did this.
Davvero. Che strano un uccello. Uccello. A vita e mezzo tra un uccello e qualche mostro. Però, visto così di profilo, assomigliano a quei dottori quando sbarchi per la prima volta sull'isola, no? Quelli hanno quel becco un po' così. Documenti di ricerca del dottor Ashley. Questi documenti contengono centinaia di appunti brevi ma precisi e descrivono freddamente le torture e gli esperimenti eseguiti sugli isolani e prigionieri nauti. Alcune pagine sono anche illustrate con bozzetti che rappresentano le parti amputate dai soggetti vivi per mettere alla prova la resistenza e con disegni in sezione delle parti dissezionate delle cavie.
This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. It's hard not to feel sick. This is proof of all the horrors committed here.
Andiamo a vedere qua. Non c'è niente.
It's locked. I don't have the key.
Uffa. Ma è chiuso. Però il dottore Asiri. Io vado su ma non mi fa entrare.
I don't have the key.
Dovrei trovare una chiave o lo scassinamento di livello 3. Qui non c'è una beata ceppa. Niente. Vado a liberare i prigionieri, forse loro mi daranno la... di arco. Chi lo sa.
Who are you? You have no right to be here.
I've come to free your prisoners and put an end to all the horrors that take place here.
I knew this would happen eventually. This all went too far. Dr. Asili, he lost his mind a long time ago. But what are you going to do with us?
Arrest you. Then I expect you will be sentenced.
No, please. We only followed the doctor's orders. We tried to stop him, but he is the director of the lab.
You could have reported it to the governor or left this place.
He threatened to destroy our lives. We could not... Please, don't lock us up.
What will you do once you're free?
We will try to redeem ourselves and resume our work at the governor's laboratory. That's where we worked before joining Dr. Asili's team.
If your conscience allows you to resume your activities as if nothing has happened, you may go.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency.
Oh. Avevo toppato io. Proviamo.
Locked.
Afra? What a surprise to see you here. You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
Chiedi della sua ricerca.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it. And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the implications of this discovery? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the continent. But I doubt that you will be able to understand the subtlety of such an approach.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to him.
You are a very beautiful specimen. When I think of the power flowing through your veins. Come on, Afra, my dear student. Will you let these narrow-minded inquisitors decide my fate? Are you not also devoted to science and truth?
Science and truth do not excuse your lack of humanity. I'm ashamed of having been taught by you, and that I didn't warn Burin that you'd gone mad. If I had, We could have prevented all of this.
You disappoint me so much, Afra. A second time. When I think what I wasted trying to teach you science.
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer for everything you have done.
You think so? Guards, capture these people! Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
Fermalo, non sta a me a ucciderlo.
You will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that.
Piana di polvere oscura. Rode nelle paure del dottor Asiri, questa polvere deve essere importante per i suoi esperimenti. Se la analizzassimo potremmo scoprire l'esatta natura. Lettera del dottor Asiri da un altro dottore. Dottor Asiri, ho fatto in modo che il giovane governatore di Nuova Sirina e la persona a lui affine assumessero la pozione che mi ha mandato. Ho adottato tutte le precauzioni suggeritemi, nessun altro l'ha toccata. Tuttavia devo ammettere che ho trovato la sua pretesa insolita e pericolosa. Siamo alleati della congregazione e temo non approverebbero il nostro coinvolgimento in un atto che potrebbe essere considerato avvelenamento. Confido che in futuro si occuperà lei stesso di queste missioni invece di mettere a rischio la vita dei suoi colleghi. Ah.
I can't believe it. Constantine's malachor was caused by a silly. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
Nuovo ingranaggio.
Thank you. Thank you. We owe you our lives.
Just a little more patience. I still have to release the other prisoners.
Let's go now. I want to see my people again.
Just one moment. I haven't freed all the prisoners yet.
Dov'è? Ah.
Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
If they leave through the city, Hikmet guards will arrest them.
So we have to find another way to get them out.
C'è una scala? No, ho sbagliato strada, devo scendere. Di qua.
It's perfect. We just have to clear the way. Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
Beh? Era di qua.
There you are. You're free.
You have saved our lives. How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Almenawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You'll have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge in Vikshadia. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the Alliance patrols.
We'll get there. Qua awalem segven.
Formiamo il governatore.
Oh, Desade, Your Excellency. I wanted to apologize for the sharp way I dismissed you the last time we met. That schemer, who claimed to have proof against you, never came back. At any rate, I have no doubt she weaved a web of lies. Well, I hope you will not hold it against us.
Vero? Che faccia da culo che sei, Altro che da libro. Comunque, rivela ciò che hai scoperto nel laboratorio.
I've been to Asili's laboratory and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There were also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Danae Exegao are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of discovering a remedy. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Niente. E via.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Ah sì, in sincrono no, si alzano, si siedono. Ah, qui il ghiaccio? Il ghiaccio, forse qua? Era qua? Niente, non si apre.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Byrne told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, it is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some noughts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin Dorsey. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence. But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon. The Naughts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Allora, che mi dai? Andiamo prima al porto. Bene. Strada senza uscita. Metteteci i cartelli, mannaggia miseria, no? Ogni strada senza uscita.
Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
E andiamo a lavorare tutto qui. Bella questa però. Brigantina rinforzata da spadaccino, davvero bella. Proprio bella, bella, bella. Sta bene però lei con il cappello. Abolitore di cerca del governatore piano terra.
The fiery flasks, you'll find them.
Sì, faccia la povera.
Hello. I see that you're back to work.
Indeed. We were not bothered thanks to you. And here I can make myself useful. But I don't think you're here to ask about me. What can I do for you?
Chiedele del suo lavoro qui.
What is your purpose here?
I help Dr. Anar to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
Chiedi dell'attuale reputazione del dottor Asili.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood, probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe Asili would do such a thing. Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor.
Chiedele di testimoniare.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
Yes. I kept silent for far too long about what was going on in that lab. I know what we did was wrong, and I do not want it to happen again.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial.
Vai via.
I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Tanto per... Peccato, insomma. Che state facendo? Niente? Mica facce dritte. Maiali di mare?
Doctor
Honor, what do you want?
Chiedi del suo lavoro.
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
Chiedere dell'attuale reputazione del dottor Asili.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malicore.
Chiedi di deporre contro Asile.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake. It is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Comincia a testimoniare per l'accusa? No, credo di no. Lusinga il suo orgoglio.
What interest do you have in defending Dr. Asili? You've obviously taken his place since his arrest. I understand that you admired him a lot, but under his tutelage you could not really impose your own ideas. Well, now you finally have a chance to leave your own mark on history.
You are not wrong, but I find it rather unlikely that he will be sentenced.
I have gathered a lot of damning evidence against him, and with your testimony,
I could finally publish my research on fountain contamination. Very well, you've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Onur is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Ah. Sì, ma lo fa solo per il suo scopo personale, per il suo tornaconto personale, niente di che. Insomma. Oh, capi? Ecco i documenti di ricerca del dottor Onur. Questa cartella contiene gli appunti del dottor Onur. Da quello che puoi capire dai suoi scritti e dai suoi bozzetti, voleva scoprire come i pazienti fossero stati contaminati e per farlo si era concentrato sull'acqua che avevano ingerito. Sulla cartella, con la calligrafia del dottor Asili, è scritto: ricerca totalmente inutile, lascia perdere Onur, abbiamo di meglio da fare. E invece era sulla buona strada. Parla con Afra a proposito di Asili. Afra? Afra? Che non c'è qui? Eccola.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. At last. I hope there aren't too many other families like that in your congregation. It would be painful to have to deal with such devious methods once again. Still, Aurelia de Vesp is under lock and key and everything is back in order. Anything else?
Parla del suo maestro.
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Chiedere cosa sapeva degli esperimenti.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance, and I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
Chiedere cosa sapeva degli esperimenti.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go. I found
Because
he spoke of
caso.
them. There was a...
You do know that you were captured thanks to him.
Yes, but I thought that I was blind.
Chiedere la sua opinione sugli eccessi della scienza.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Duncas, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Teleme.
Che avete bisogno di un metodo simile.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Chiedere di partecipare al processo.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
Niente. Ciò che ha preso grazie a Duncas. No, ce n'è bisogno. Vai via.
I must leave you.
E lei?
Carantz, I'm glad we managed to save Lady Morange. Considering she's a Renaigse, she's rather wise, and at least she does not despise us. But I can't understand why you decided to simply lock this Aurelia up. She should have been sentenced to death for having betrayed her people. But your politics on the continent are very complicated. Anything else?
Vai via.
I must leave you. See you later.
Ok.
At the fiery flasks, you'll...
Però che manca poco. Facendo avanti e indietro prima un po'.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaigse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the mad lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiernahach. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Ok, torniamo in città. Ah, c'è dell'acqua. Peccato. Ma state sempre seduti qua? Guardatevi un po'. Mamma mia, che tristezza sta città. Una tristezza. A parte tutte e tre sono tristi, eh. Non c'è vita, non c'è nessuno che suona, non c'è nessuno che canta, non c'è nessuno che Che palle.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
Parla delle deposizioni, anzi parla del concentrato di sangue infetto.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused. I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
Parla delle deposizioni. Di Naudi.
A Naut victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
Degli studiosi.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra.
Afra, one of Dr. Asili's former students, has agreed to testify.
Excellent. This woman is very respected by the governor. Her statement will carry a lot of weight.
Degli isolani.
The islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
Vai via.
I'm going to continue my investigation.
No, soltanto per salvare. Prendi.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
Ho già fatto tutto. Inizia il processo.
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend. However, I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Sir Desade. The evidence he supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims. in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Andiamo. Andiamo a vedere l'esecuzione, di questo pazzo.
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Vediamo.
I must leave you.
Ok. Che è rimasto? Costantine e Cursidiano. Ritorniamo a casa.
Sir de Corsilion.
Desade, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Oh, this is remarkable work. You explored the entire surface of the island. Well, almost. Congratulations. Thanks to you, our merchants and explorers will be able to reach the heart of this island safely. The prince will surely be very grateful for this. I know I am. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
La lampada del professor Serafedino.
I found some notes which were lost by Professor Serafedin. His expedition was far from easy.
Investigating such gigantic creatures is bound to be perilous.
Indeed. Unfortunately.
Oh, I will. Can your old professor?
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
Ora tocca a lui.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
Parla degli attacchi subiti dagli alleati.
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were continuously being attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I have never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation. Do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders. And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardai Glenderman, a beach guardian. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I'm certain there's more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. And we have other reasons to be preoccupied. Another epidemic, one that concerns us a lot more, remember? You should try to meet this Enon Milflicterman, who is so well protected.
I have. It wasn't simple, but I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island.
Really? You should have mentioned it earlier.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vinbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador, and a Denegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Denegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Non dire nulla riguardo gli avvenimenti su di lui. Lui c'era. Lo so che c'era lui, quindi glielo dico.
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I've made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? God, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Carisma, tenta di convincerlo a votare il sacco.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol Menawi, he has become even stranger than he was before.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Miel Frictamen had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
No, è la porta a fianco.
Locked.
Pagine del diario di Constantine. Tutto questo potenziale, questa sensazione di potere, mi sento così vivo. I miei esperimenti hanno dato i loro frutti. I vincoli di Katasak mi hanno guarito, ma quelli che ho stabilito io stesso mi hanno reso un dio. Presto l'intera isola risponderà alla mia chiamata, se non verrò ostacolato. Un piccolo gruppo di isolani esiliati mi ha visto passare per Var la notte scorsa. Se mi denunciassero rovinerebbero il mio piano. Non posso rischiare. Devo eliminarli. Oi oi. Ma che è sto fumo qua? Fai candele? Fai candele? Che caruccio. No, sono tornati, non tranquilli. Intanto attaccano solo me. E attaccano voi. Fammi un po' vedere una cosa. Ah, tutti amichevoli. No, ma guarda un po'. Tanto lo so, dai, non ho idea. Poveri ragazzi. Poveri ragazzi. Sempre a prendere schiaffi. In senso non hanno mai fatto lo schiaffo del soldato. Fanno sempre loro sotto. Il princeso io non l'ho mai fatto. Non mi interessava.
It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might deceive him.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit!
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaixi.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaixi, but he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different, darker.
He's talking about the crazy Donegat.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No, we see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me. So we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't he?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent, Honor Manawi.
Allora perché vivono qui?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Menondanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
No. Bella storia.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Ah, devo salire su.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
Aspetta, Constantine.
Look, he's coming.
Guarda. E qui Costa, non devo seguire, quindi devo scendere.
Let's follow him, quick.
Constantine, what are you doing? Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill him for anything in the world.
Constantine. Come back and explain yourself. Strong man. Is the only explanation.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure.
And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichtaman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
Your cousin's insane, but he's not an idiot. He must have warned his personal guard about us.
You're right. We'll need to be careful.
Being careful will not be enough. We'll need an army.
It's true that at the rate he's gathering his creatures, we'll need allies. The natives will likely help us, and the Admiral may listen too. We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be all the more welcome. And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Byrne. What an absurd project. On the continent, they would brand us crazy, but not here. On an island where everything is possible, and all folly is accepted. Let us go. We need to put an end to all of this.
La congregazione mi è ostile. Sì. E non ho fatto nulla. Cioè, ho 2 punti. Boh. Che senso ha avere le armi unte che tanto non le posso utilizzare? Forse consente di posizionare dei preparati alchemici sul terreno che esplodono. Ecco, già questo è un po' più interessante per la situazione che ho. Bene, andiamo a fare il giro di città perché qui ci attende tutta l'isola, tutta, ma proprio tutta. Tranne la congregazione di mercato. Convinci gli isolani a partecipare. Vai al villaggio di chi... che cacchio ne so. Devo andare da tutti, proprio tutti? Vediamo.
When you see Vad, give him my thanks. If it weren't for him, one of my friends would probably be dead, poisoned.
That is the task of the Donegada. Helping others when they are in need. I'm glad he could help.
Chiedi di unirsi all'alleanza contro Constantine.
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dukas. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used a bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak and Evoshire should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enon Milfrichtaman warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I could not fight him alone, I need allies. I intend to go and find the other factions and ask for their support. But I also need your people. Because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enomil Frichterman cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Lucas.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust. And you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps. And may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage among sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enormil Frichterman speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofridi couldn't have a better High King.
Qui ci vuole chiaro vecchio Pedrus. E ora aspetti. Sentiamo un po' che dice Pedrus.
I'm glad we made it in time to save Loreen. Lady Morange. She's a remarkable woman. Her talents would have been missed. And I'm pleased to see that you've managed to gather enough evidence to send our wicked schemer to jail. The Devesks won't soon recover from an attempted murder and falsification charge of the Council of the Congregation. That should keep them at bay for quite some time.
La sua presenza a corte del principe d'Orsay.
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
No. But I was part of the embassy. I had only just started my career as a diplomat back then. Taleme was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic, but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Vediamo.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sade, what can I do for you?
Chiedere di allearsi con te contro Constantine.
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a denegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. Others have already joined me. But we also need the support of Thélème. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times, and I trust your judgment. You can count on our help. My men will fight by your side.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom, we have a chance to prevail. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
2 di 5. Come fa a chiamarlo demoni che San Matteo? Il vostro San Matteo è entrato a far parte, culturalmente parlando, della loro religione. Mi ha detto sono 2 fatti della stessa medaglia. Da San Matteo all'Alleanza del Ponte. Wow, sai volare adesso, padre? Hanno tutti la mania di Superman un giorno d'oggi.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't let you in. For safety reasons, people from Thélème are not tolerated at the palace. Do you understand?
Yes, of course. I'm so dangerous that I could attack the palace all by myself.
Me ne ero dimenticato. Però tra l'altro me l'aveva fatto entrare. Pedros. Gli occhi bianchi. Questo è Nemici. Palla.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
Che io inizia l'alleanza contro Constantine.
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Higbed, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Tirfridi. He is preparing to attack the volcano sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, de Sade. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us.
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Ma sei soltanto un beccapuro, tutto qui dici soltanto cose perché ti conviene, poi qualcuno che dice un'altra cosa prende e ti rigiri dall'altra parte. Mi ricordi qualcuno qua in Italia, anzi più di qualcuno. Stamattina dice una cosa e pomeriggio dice un'altra e la sera un'altra ancora. Ok, abbiamo fatto. Tocca andare in città dai nauti e dalle guardie del conio. No, mettiamo un nauta e una guardia del conio con me. Allora, cosa? Vai. E Vasco. Ok. Mettiamo che a dire prima Vasco.
Glad to see you, my friend. Lady Morange had a very close call. That Aurelia would have stopped at nothing. She went as far as hurting my own. She will not make that mistake again. Now she's rotting away in jail. I hope your council will condemn her and her whole family of murderers. Did you want anything else?
Devo andare.
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my friend. It was a close call for Lady Morange. Thank goodness we arrived in time. I have to say, I'm only half relieved that the Viper is behind bars. That kind of snake always finds a way to slither out of trouble. But it will certainly make your uncle's task easier. I just hope that cursed family never sets foot around here again. Anything else?
Yeah.
I must leave you.
de Sarde. I've finally heard from my men. They told me what happened with the Devesps. Thank you for stepping in and freeing them. Without your help, they would probably be dead by now. Anyway, believe me, those Devesp vipers will not cross this sea unless in chains. But you didn't come here for me to congratulate you, did you? What can I do for you?
Chiedi di unirsi all'alleanza contro Constantine.
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders, and now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, de Sarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nauts.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, de Sarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
4 su 5 rimane la guardia del conio. Salva. Mi attaccheranno in mezzo alla strada? No.
Come closer, good people.
Ma questo è rimasto fermo qua, che c'è qui? Monete d'oro. Oh, che bello. Oh, senti, io perché mi devo perdere? M? Dove si trova? Ah, laggiù. Capito. Allora, prendi qua. Uno. E poi si gira così. Così. Qui. Sì. Che sono altre monete d'oro? Partita.
Hello, Commander.
Lord de Sarde, how can I be of service to you?
Suggerisci di unirsi all'alleanza contro Constantine?
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures, in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the governor's peculiar behavior.
Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
No, vai via.
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
Perché devo fare il giro dello zigozago? Mannaggia la mia seria. Forma grega della battaglia imminente. Mi piace prendere a schiaffi, Che bravi ragazzi che sono. Begoccio, ma bravi ragazzi. Prima o poi lo capiranno. Forse a fine partita capiranno. Che è? Sono un nascondiglio di costa. Aspetta. Costantino, non nascondiglio. No, vabbè, andiamo prima qua, Non sapevo che Costantino avesse un nascondiglio, ma bravo, cercare il nascondiglio. Se non mi parte la quest che devo andare subito lì, vado a cercare il nascondiglio. Dove sto andando? Vado bene? No, non vado per niente bene. Calma.
Hello, Glenda.
Virt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
Informano dell'arrivo degli alleati.
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfridi and Enonmil Frichterman that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt. Good luck, Glenda.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need it more than everyone else. Can I do anything else for you?
E le informazioni riguardo... No, niente, ho già fatto tutto. Vai.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelam seg.
Ah, adesso mi dà il nascondiglio di... Trova il nascondiglio di Costa. Residenza dei Sardea. Qua giù, eh? Dove andare a ovest, però. Ad est.
Come closer, good.
No, che peccato che la città non diventi, non si evolva. Tutti sti cosi qui in territorio.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
Probably put some guards at the entrance.
Come on, draw your weapon. I'm waiting.
Pure scintillante. Oh, oh. La barbuta mi è sempre piaciuta. Stordimento 20, danno elementale. Oh! Questo vale 63, questo vale 30. No. No.
see if you can ward off this fate!
Appunti di ricerca di Constantine. Secondo i miei calcoli, eseguendo dei rituali di vincolo a Quidgwen, Verdwill e on Mill, Frickiman si indebolirà a sufficienza e io sarò abbastanza potente per affrontarlo. Non vedo l'ora di annientare quel vecchio dio.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
If you want my opinion, once he had a taste of the power of the Donegada, he decided he wanted more. The natives uphold a certain balance. For everything they receive, they give back to the island. Your cousin doesn't.
So much so that he's threatening Enonmil Frictaman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
I don't know exactly how these things work, and unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus? Mev scares me a little.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
Aiuto di Dunkas. Ah, quindi. Yeah.
When you see Vad, give him my thanks. If it weren't for him...
That is the...
Chiedi come spezzare I vincoli.
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tirfradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Questo punto. Bene, mi faccio questo se ci riesco. E poi l'altro domani. Prossimo video.
Move away! Things are
about to get dicey.
We can access the stone now and plant Lucas's seed. Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Duncas's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Pensavo che era quasi finito, insomma. No, vedi questo? Questo è tosto. Tanto tosto. Ma tosto tasto. È un tasto che è tosto. Non so se si può tostare. Andiamo, andiamo, andiamo. Allora, viene tutto. Poi, incantesimi. Poi... Ah sì, si avvicinava. Pozione illuminata, no? Bene. Ciao, bello. Vabbè, vabbè. Perché non funziona? Che fa la luce?
energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Drink a potion.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Green blood. I can't hold on much longer. I'm running out of energy. Drink a potion. It's dead. Now let's plant the seed Lucas gave us at the base of the raised stone.
Questo è proprio piuttosto, non c'è niente da fare.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donegarder of Duncas's clan is sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Ma dove dice di andare? Riunisci ai tuoi compagni prima di andare al santuario. Lo sai sì che stai camminando? Ma non fai un centimetro. Che ti credi di essere? Michael Jackson? Ma dove sta sto coso? Mannaggia, mamma. No. Dov'è? No. Bene.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying he has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
Se avesse la maschera di fronte farebbe... È lo stesso, perché visto da dietro questo tipo di caschi assomiglia a quello di Lord Fenner, vero? Vestito da dietro, no? Il mantello ce l'ha, certo non è nero, non usa la spada, non usa la forza, ma qualcosa di simile. Ah, vabbè, dai. E io mi fermo qui.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
E io mi fermo qui. Per oggi è abbastanza. Io non so quanto sarà lungo il prossimo video, ma penso che staremo verso proprio ai sgoccioli, penso. Andiamo in game over e alla prossima. Ah, mi raccomando, iscrivetevi al canale se vi piace, grosso modo, tra virgolette, chiamiamolo lavoro che sto facendo. Io mi sto divertendo a prescindere, ma spero che a qualcuno piaccia. Va bene, arrivederci, ciao.